Hi, grade twos. This week in math, we are going to talk a little bit about graphing. I really like doing graphing. I think it's something that can actually be a lot of fun. It's something that usually makes sense to a lot of people, and it's something that we do as a class all the time without even really knowing that we do it. So you guys should probably be experts at this. If we were in school right now, I would tell you to look around our classroom and point out any graphs that we have there. And the one that I'm always thinking about is our weather graph that sits on the wall that we do every single day. So we talk lots about graphing, and we talk about what's the weather today, and we say sunny, and then we take a little sun, put it in our thing, except today, of course, that I am filming this, it is snowing, which is crazy. So we would take a little snow picture and put it into our graph. At the end of every month in our math journals, we take a look at what has happened on our weather graph, and then we flip the page over and we fill in all the data about it. So we look and we say, okay, in May, how many days were sunny, how many days were cloudy, how many days were snowy, and then we fill in that data. So parents, if you haven't been doing keeping up with the math journal, totally fine, or our calendar journals we call them in the classroom, that's fine. But if maybe you wanted to for the remainder of the school year, you can. No pressure, it's completely up to you, but it's just another opportunity to hammer in that graphing practice. So what we are going to do now, these pages are not in your workbook. I just did not have them ready when it was time to send everything home. So I have attached them to our assignment on Google Classroom here. So the first page that you're going to see is a list of everybody in our class's birthday month, okay? So this is the first document that is attached. So everybody is listed on here, and it says what month their birthday is in, okay? So this is our data. If we were at school, what I would do is have students go around the classroom, and I would have you ask everybody, when's your birthday? What month is your birthday in? And then using the data that we collect, we would put that into our tally chart, okay? So the first step when we do any kind of graphing is to collect our data. All right, we have talked about tallies, so we know, my fancy dancy papers here, we know that when we do tallies, we are looking for groups of 5, right? I just want to make sure you can see this here. So when we are collecting any kind of number, tallies are a really, and this is review parents, but tallies are a very quick way to count. So if we are counting by ones, we would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? Parents, I don't care if the tally going across is diagonal or straight. It really doesn't matter. The most common mistake is that we get kids who do 5 singles and then cross, and that obviously is incorrect, okay? We want to make sure that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And then, of course, our goal would be that students would be able to look at this and easily see 5, 10, 15, so that we know we're collecting, or that we've collected 15 responses. So just a quick little side note there. So what you will be doing is taking this list of birthday months from our class, and you're going to put it onto our birthday chart, okay, using tallies. So yes, it would definitely be easier to just count up how many people are in January. Maybe there's 3 and printing the 3 in the total column, but I want to know that you know how to represent 3 using tallies. And again, this should be review, but it's always a good idea to just make sure that we know what we're doing, okay? For graphing, the more data we collect, the bigger our graph is going to be, which makes it a little bit more challenging. So students, grade 2s, if you want to include people from your family on your birthday graph, you are totally allowed to do that. Not a problem at all. I would just ask that you write them onto your list as well, so that when you send it to me, I can see where you got your data from, okay? So once you've taken your data and represented it on this chart here, the next step of that is then going to be representing it onto our birthday graph, okay? So pretty straightforward here. Let's say I used 3 as an example. Let's say we have 3 January birthdays. So under January, you've done tallies in 3, you've written the number 3, you're going to come onto your birthday graph, you're going to find January, which is the first month here, and you're going to color in 3 boxes, okay? And then you'll go ahead and do that for every month. So that's the birthday graph. And then the final page of this is the analysis. So parents, this is the important page, okay? Most students are able to take their data and put it onto the graph pretty easily without realizing that it is actually a skill. Most people are really, really good at that by this point in grade 2. It's the analysis that gets a little bit tricky. Excuse me. So it is talking about the data that you collected. So question number 1 is what month has the most birthdays? Question number 2, which month has the least birthdays? So most, and this was crazy for me when I first started teaching grade 2, is sometimes we use these words and we take for granted that everybody knows what they mean. So most is the highest number, okay, grade 2s? So which month has the most people in our class that have a birthday in that month? Okay, so we're looking for the highest number. Then the opposite of that is least, so the lowest number. If you get a bunch of months that have 0, you can list all of them, okay? Then question 3, what is your birthday month? Question 4, how many birthdays are there in your birthday month? So mine's October. I'll take a look at October and I will look and see how many people in our class have October birthday months, okay? How many birthdays are in the summer? So summer is June, July, August, September. That's 4 months. And then how many birthdays are in the winter? December, January, February, March. 4 months as well. Okay? So that is your assignment for the next few days. I'll put due dates and all of that. Hopefully it's pretty straightforward and I hope you have fun with it. Okay? So I can't wait to see what you come up with and let me know if you have any questions. Have fun.